welcome back to Caring Conversations. I am your host, Rachel Hill, here with Foresight, joined as always by the amazing, wonderful, and looking great in flannel, Jordan Evans of Care. How are you?
It's been a while since we've done this. It's been so long, we've forgotten how to do this.
You can't reveal like the behind the scenes, Jordan.
Oh,
This
but
is not our
bloopers are
second
so
time doing this
fun.
intro.
Bloopers are so fun. And also, we got to practice it. And now this is us doing it. I love bloopers. That was
I
so
gotta
great.
give a shout out. Our producer Jada is amazing. She's on the ball and got us in the right direction here. She's been by far the best addition to the Foresight team. So Jada, we love you here at Foresight. So yes. Jordan, how have you been? What's going on? Tell me about the holidays. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was great. I always love spending time with my family. It's an awesome time to just take a break, and that's why I'm excited about this episode. Is we just get to take a break and chat with each other because we never get to chat with each other.
I know it's always on the go, rushing. We're in meetings. We're planning our content. A lot of people don't know. A lot of work goes into this show. Believe it or not, we actually plan out these episodes. And what we're gonna do is actually dive into some of our past episodes. I believe we probably have almost 20 episodes now. There's a whole playlist. It is on the Foresight YouTube channel, and we've been at it for a while now. So I will kick us off here, but one of my episodes that I want to talk about was the first episode that Lori Porter joined us on. And I mean, what a gem. For me, it was this mix of humor at almost like a stand-up show, a one woman show, but also so educational for me. A lot of know now that my mom was a nurse for over 20 plus years in senior living, and for me it just really helped me to understand what her day-to-day was like and understand what CNAs are going through in that level of care, and that was just such a standout episode to me. So yeah, I wanted to kick us off with that one. That was really special.
It was a great episode. My favorite with the two that we've done with Lori so far was when we got to have Celeste. Um, it's just constantly career lattices are something that we don't talk about enough for CNAs, but yet is the career ladder for CNAs is something every time I'm talking about CNAs, everyone talks about, well, how can we give them the opportunity to become nurses? And it's well, how can we give them the opportunity to just be better CNAs first? And let's think about that. So that was a favorite of mine too. Lori is a freaking riot, and
Oh my gosh.
and she makes you feel. She makes you feel feelings.
Mm.
Actually, funny. I feel like whenever we have a caregiver on, we feel feelings. Like our second, third episode where we had the heroes come on, and that was just such a meaningful and fun and just awesome episode where we got to learn more from direct caregivers.
Yeah, that episode was huge because we had a panel, we had 3 different heroes on, and what I'm so proud of that episode is that when we talked about the content for the show, Jordan, what we were going to do and show, it was imperative that we highlighted the voice of the caregiver and the heroes, and that was on both of our sides here, but particularly Care. This platform here that we've teamed up for is to amplify the voice of the heroes because it's so important, and again, that's such a learning opportunity for me. So I enjoyed that panel so much. And actually, real quick, I wanna take a quick detour here from our recap. You guys have a couple cool things going on here with your heroes, with CNAs. There's 2 big things, so I'm gonna let you choose which one you want to reveal first. You got 2 great things going on.
Gosh, golly gee. This is a hard one. I have to say Money Talks, and but both of them have to do with money, so that's a really hard one. But yeah, no, you're right. The whole point of this is to put our heroes first, and so in the spirit of putting heroes first, we put out this month. We put out our hero real time pay. That's beautiful
Ooh.
graphic.
Tell
So
me all the things about this. What does this mean? What does this look like? Please.
so with our hero real time pay, our heroes will get paid within minutes of a their shift getting verified. So that means getting paid now, now,
Like right this
now,
second.
like now,
Like if I in the bank, in my account.
like now.
Amazing.
So it's really really cool. It is just a way to get money when you need it, like which is like now, not next week or in 2 weeks, but now. And so we're super excited about that. And so yeah, we're excited to see where that goes, and we're constantly looking for more things to do to give access to the resources that our heroes need faster, and then also to, you know, help them grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And that makes me think of too, just a few episodes ago, you guys talked about you and the lovely Katie Roan joined us and talked about your partnership with Stride, talking about, giving that extra edge of educational, advancements, understanding, when your taxes are due, all these little things that we just don't think about, but also health benefits and healthcare. So I didn't know if you wanted to touch on that briefly because I think
Well,
that's
it's the
that's
one
huge.
thing. It was probably what I was hoping not to be, and I hope it wasn't probably the most boring episode. I didn't want it to be that because no one likes talking about taxes, and no one likes talking about insurance.
But
Like that
Charles
is
talked about bar charts. We can't forget about that.
gotta
Nothing's
have more
worse
bar
than
chart.
Charles Turner and the bar charts.
Um, I definitely always say every year what I want under my tree is some bar charts. So but no one likes talking about those things until we need to talk about those things. And we didn't want our heroes to be SOL when starting the conversation in February of, okay, well, I have all these expenses. And so, but then what am I supposed to do? What does a 1099 contractor mean? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? All of this education. Stride gives that to us. Benefits, they have so many perks. It is amazing. And then getting access to health insurance that's affordable. Uh, Not everyone can afford their full time employer's benefits.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
everyone can afford that. So having access to something that's more affordable is for some people a huge difference.
Yeah, and it goes to the mental health aspect too. We actually, when we had a panel on, I know we had Deke Cato on, and Jordan, you'll probably think of it. I apologize, I'm blanking on our other guest on that episode, but
Oh, it was Jody Guffey.
yes, Jody, and they were both incredible. And one of the big things that we ended up getting to toward the end of the episode, which was so important to me, was the mental health aspect of our caregivers. And just in general, I always encourage people to take care of your mental health and well-being. And related to what you guys are doing with Stride, I mean, the amount of like easing like that anxiety and that worrying about your health insurance or things that you need to take care of that honestly are difficult. Like that's challenging. So to take that stress off is a huge factor in making someone's mental health better too. So I really applaud you guys for that.
Well, when you have to get therapy, or when you're going through something and you need therapy to help you get through it, or I mean, I think you should go to a therapist like you take your car to the mechanic. So to not have to worry about, oh my gosh, am I going to have to pay like $120 or per session is that's life-changing right there. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that was a great episode. I was worried it would be boring, but we got rid of the bar charts. We only had one bar chart, but I have to say, um, gotta have more Charles Turner. Like that was. I mean, not only because I got to take a day off, but like those two episodes where Charles and Bridget really break down the meaning of what we're trying to do, and the purpose behind it is pretty helpful because, as we learned from Scary Misconceptions, like people think that we are just too good to be true.
Yes, yes, and I will second what you said. I absolutely adore Bridget and Charles, two of my favorite people in the industry by far. You know, obviously, including you and Katie. But I mean, the whole Care team is just amazing, and it kind of makes me think about how we were running around in Denver at the live show. I have to give a huge shout out to both Bridget and Katie. That was the hot mess express trying to do a live show. And they helped us get guests right in the moment. And we had two amazing guests. Please go watch our live episode from Leading Age. It was incredible. So huge shout out to Bridget and Katie for helping us out with
It
that.
was it was the first time I've ever used a phone as a microphone. Which, I mean, like phone, it is a microphone. So
I like how you put that
it's
together.
this is my microphone.
Oh my god! If I wish that people could have seen my face when I logged onto my laptop at the hotel and saw that like it worked. Like you would have thought I had won like the Nobel Prize. Like I'm like staring at my laptop like, oh, that's amazing. Look at how good we sound. And like that was such a highlight. And I can't gloss over that was the first time we met in person, and we spent some time walking around the convention center together before we did the episode. And just getting to learn a little bit about you and your life and your interest was really, really cool and really special. So that was a treat.
Yeah, we got to walk around and look at art. That was really fun.
Mm.
Spending some quality time with Rachel.
Oh, and I think what's cool about that too is like understanding the person. Like we're not just like we're people, we're humans, and I think that's one of the things I applaud us for. I think we are giving a face to our heroes and the experience of working in senior living, because it's all about that human element that I think continues to. We're honing in on that. We're getting there. We're starting to focus more on that human aspect. And one of the cool things that you are actually doing this thing called the Hero Love Journey. You are going around, and I'll let you intro this before we show a little video that we have here. But tell me a little bit about this Hero Love Journey and what you've been up to.
So it started as a crazy idea from a project that we're very proud to sponsor, and a led by a nut who I love, Jack York's the tailgate. And so we were looking at the tailgate, and I said, I'd like to do a mini tailgate. I'd like to be in a car and not. I could. I wish
You don't want to drive the big RV?
I wish I could get a trailer. I want an orange trailer, but I want it to be like one of those egg drop trailers, like the or like a an Airstream, an orange Airstream. That would be fun. But talking about capturing the beautiful. I mean, I was able to see a tailgate thing in or a tailgate event when we were in Atlanta, and it is powerful. The work that they're doing is amazing, and so seeing that, I was like, well, I want to capture our heroes, but also I want to just, as a hero love journey, I want to show our heroes love. Just simply, plainly show our heroes love. Nothing, no ulterior motives, no recruiting, just going out, gathering stories, getting to know what makes our heroes, who are they, and showing them love. And so
Awesome.
my first leg of my trip, I went from Atlanta to Baltimore, where
Okay.
I got to just drive right home, and that was meaningful. I got to meet some amazing heroes with some amazing stories, and someone even brought their kid to one of the events, and we went bowling, and a lot of people brought their family, and it was just awesome to see that, for them to see that just being caregiver doesn't, as they say, leave at the door, and you leave your family at the door, but for them to see it like, wow, this is bigger than just taking care of or going to work every day. This is a community. So that
Absolutely.
was pretty meaningful. And so, yeah, let's show the pictures from it.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I could watch that all day. I want more. I need so much more that those smiling faces. It looks like y'all had a blast.
We got to do a cool thing in every city.
Yeah.
And I had my friend and coworker and co-founder and my friend Meg Laporte came with me representing NACA. And NACA is an organization that we are proud to partner with, of course, because we love Lori and we love our CNAs. So we got to bring NACA along the way, talk about NACA membership, and this whole hero love journey. The first part is really going to be our road to CNA Fest, and so we're going to be going to a few other cities and going on a few other trips along the way and talking about CNA Fest and getting ready for CNA Fest, which is in July in St. Louis, or not St. Louis, sorry. It is in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so we are excited for that. We are getting ready but as I was saying, we did some cool things. Like we got to do a bouquet, as I called it, a booze and bouquet. I found
That's my kind of time.
I found a nursery with a bar in it, and I was like, why aren't we having an event here? So we had an event there. We got to do some bowling. We did axe throwing in Baltimore, which was really fun. So yeah, we've gotten to do some fun things, and there's more fun things coming our way.
Yes, that's so creative. I love I just think it's genius. Again, it goes back to that human aspect and what you were saying. It's like, no, you can't split yourself into. This is not Severance, the Apple show. Like we are one whole person. We have a personal life, and yes, we do our best to manage the work and professional separately. But I don't feel like we talk about that enough. Like that really is hard to balance. These CNAs have families. We all have families and things going on in our life. So to see that whole picture, and that you said they brought their kids and their families, and to interact like that, I think is incredible.
I mean, the people we care for have families. The people that we care for have children. The people we care for have parents sometimes. And so, yeah, it's a given that the industry that cares should care about our caregivers. So we are happy to be at the forefront of doing that with many other people that we're going to try to bring along the way. Um,
Awesome.
so yeah, another announcement. I think we can let's talk about our
How much
other.
can we pack into one show? This is incredible. I'm so excited. Yes, tell me more.
So we are doing a crazy thing, which is awesome. We are doing a hero holiday hustle.
Wait, hold on. Am I reading that number right?
Yep, that's a big
There's
number. That's the
there were
number.
3 zeros after that.
Yeah, and we're giving away $5,000 to 10 people.
That's awesome. So how is this working? What's this process? What's this going to look like?
So every shift worked between December 1st and December 31st will be a chance, an entry to win the $5,000 prize. And of course,
Mm.
come the end of the year, every submission will be entered for a random drawing of 10 folk from around somewhere in the country to win, to win our prize.
Now that's an end of the year bonus, my friend. Holy smokes. That's amazing.
Yeah, I
I'm
know. I'm excited
sure
for that.
we're gonna see that all over the Care social feeds once that gets announced. So if you are not already keeping up to date with Care, I don't know why not. Their social game is on point. They're always sharing cool graphics, stories. So be sure to follow Care on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and kind of see what they're up to because it's awesome.
And more exciting things. I'm excited for what we have planned next year.
Oh yes, I hope y'all know we are coming back. So the schedule's a little different right now with the holidays. So this is actually our last episode of the year. But I know, single tear, but not our last episode ever. Thankfully, that would really make me sad. But we will actually be back in the new year. I believe we're coming back in February, and we've got some really cool content coming your way. A little bit about Black History Month, a little bit about kind of understanding culturally who's working in your community, and I think that's huge, and that actually really ties back to the episode that we had on isms. I just wanted to touch on that quickly. It's never comfortable, but it's so important to have those uncomfortable conversations, because otherwise you don't make progress. And I think one of the takeaways I had from that was really this understanding of, like, black is not just black. There's African, there's people from all over different parts working in your community, and I think it's hugely important to understand culturally someone's background so that you can work better together, so that they feel comfortable and that they feel like they are environment that accepts them.
Well, it's funny, even boiling everything down when it came to from Lori, from the Isms episode, from even our episode with Jody and Deke,
Hmm.
is it all boils down to, if you want to better serve your caregivers, which will in turn better serve your residents, get to know them. Like, get to know who they are, get to know who they love, get to know where they come from. And that will give you a better understanding of who they are so that you can better serve them. And then they can in turn better serve residents. It's just so often, if our episode with Penny, um,
Hmm.
that was such a great episode, like person centered. And we are the industry for person centeredness. Like yeah, like
I'm sorry, I had to do it. Person centered.
so. I mean, we should be at the forefront, better than hospitality in some cases, when it comes to being person centered. And at the end of the day, what is best for the resident, what's best for the caregiver, is what's best for that individual, and not treating them as a whole. So that has been just a really a resounding bell throughout all of our episodes, and it has been a great message to be able to share as well as to learn myself.
Yeah, and I love that you brought up the hospitality aspect of senior living. And we actually, our most recent episode had Aaron Fish on from Trestle Hospitality Concept. That episode was so good, Jordan. I fell out of my chair. That's how good that episode was. So I'm not even good. I'm not gonna spoil it. You have to go back and see what made me fall out of my chair. That's how good the episode was. But in all seriousness, Aaron broke down some really cool ways to make life easier on your staff and their day, but surrounding food. That's an aspect that we don't really talk about. Like, someone having to leave on their lunch break. They're already so rushed. And again, we go back to that mental health aspect. And can we make it easier for staff to get food on site? High quality food, though, not talking about 5-star, but just good, nutritious food on site and making their lives easier. So we covered that with Aaron, and that was amazing.
We've had some scary moments where we were like bordering on, oh my gosh, are we about to say this? Like where we said that, like where we said senior living communities, some senior living communities are creating food deserts. I was like, oh my gosh, can we say that? Like, is someone going to come after us?
Well, we did.
And we have said some things that I'm like afterwards, like, okay, so maybe I'm the only one that heard that.
I love it. No one's written us in yet, so
no, I haven't gotten a hand smack. Not yet. Not yet.
We love our audience and are always encouraging guys. You know, you can comment live while we're on the air. Reach out to me and Jordan on LinkedIn if you have ideas for, you know, topics for us to cover, things you want to hear about. We really want this to be interactive. And lastly, before we play a very, very special message from the KARE team here before we sign off, I would be remiss if I did not talk about our Halloween episode. I don't think I have laughed harder in my entire life. Jordan, you did an incredible Ted Lasso impression. And we had Katie on as Posh Spice, which is this hilarious running joke that we have had almost since like our 3rd episode. So
I was excited so I went very last minute to the costume store and I was looking for some way to create KARE-man, which luckily I wish I had sent in this photo. We had another KARE-man. So we actually already had KARE-man, and KARE-man is wonderful. So I saw the Ted Lasso costume. I was like, oh yes. And so we got to do that. So that was fun. I mean, we very much being that team, I think of us often as like slapping the if you haven't watched Ted Lasso, this is not a spoiler, slapping the sign that says believe. And you know, that's even what this series is. It's just believing in the future, talking about the future and talking about what we should change, what we can change. So it has been an amazing year. It especially starting Caring Conversations, getting to know you, Rachel, getting to do this amazing content and dig into these issues that I've always been passionate about, has been a highlight of my year. And so as we get ready to send our messages from all the folks here at KARE, I want to be the first from KARE to say happy holidays and happy new year. And this has been an amazing ride. I'm so excited for what 2023 has to bring us.
Yes, Jordan, this has been a treat. And I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, but like being able to talk about something that we're both so passionate about, getting to know you, what I've learned from you over the year has been incredible. The wild ride this show has taken, and just honestly becoming friends with you. This has been such a joy. I adore the KARE team. Everyone, before we send off and end here with this video, please enjoy the holidays, slow down, enjoy your families, and thank you for going on this journey with us. Like this is so fun. I hope you are getting to know Jordan and I in the process and what we value and care about. I hope that is shining through as much as we feel it is. So guys, happy holidays, and we are going to send you off here with some season's greetings from Team KARE. We'll see y'all in the new year.
From all of us at KARE,
happy holidays! Happy holidays from KARE! We love and appreciate you today and every day, and wishing you a very happy holiday season with your loved ones.
Happy holidays. Hi Care Heroes, this is Amanda from Southern Georgia. I just wanted to tell you thank you for everything you do day in and day out in the communities throughout the country. We appreciate you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and don't forget to take some time out to be there for your friends and family.